And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end
I don't think he
line.
know what he's doing over there. I don't even think he know this. He our uncle.
Don't worry about it. Chris Carson for sure got a cap in him.
He
doing it real life.
Call it. If you move that safety, I'm going for 75, bro. I'm going for 75 if you move the safety.
Give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6,
hey, keep on, stay with it. Stay with it. I'm going for 80.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first
Colin.
down past the
Colin,
40,
look
and
now.
he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Look now.
And that's a run that'll energize
something wrong with
offensive
him, man.
line. They'll take that one all day.
That nigga put a thumbs up
On the
time.
defense, you've got to be
I
able to
said,
make
they need
plays
to get
on the
him
edge.
down there. Golly.
Now they try the right side here. 2 yards
Nah,
on the pick
see,
out there. It'll be second
I tried to
and 8.
do something else.
Well, he's looking for some running room.
He said it's going to be a touchdown here. You wasn't on the end, down the
Get a
side.
couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Kylie, you play that shit good. Because I was trying to run to the left.
That can't happen right there, though.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
That nigga Kylie said, huh?
Big play there. With touchdown number
Gotta
7
say,
on the
huh?
year.
Yeah, I missed that field goal.
First
Gotta
here in
say,
this
huh?
opening quarter. And his kick is no good.
Kylie said, huh?
Auspicious start here
Yeah.
kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0
Yeah, look, Kylie,
game.
if it's up,
So
it is
with
up.
the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to
swear
kick
to
this
God.
one off.
Oh, you got
This
to
will be
speed
fielded
it.
at the
Come on,
6.
let's go hit him in the mouth.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Despacito. Despacito.
You know he just got done. You know he just, I'm gonna listen to Spanish music.
My little girl
So
listen to
first
that
and
shit.
10 now from the 30.
Oh yeah, Bobby right in the lid. Hey, run the ball right here, John. Oh, he ran into it. Oh, he bought Bobby.
Oh, he ain't going nowhere.
And he takes
ain't
it
going
all
nowhere.
the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time
ain't
gain there
going
on the
nowhere. He ran that
keeper,
shit
using
down.
his legs to
Look out,
earn
hit.
first down.
John Stroud. He can't do nothing.
Call it, bro. What's something else, man?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Oh, it's Stroud. It's Stroud.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay
That's just
home,
bad.
and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
Oh, you
in this
got to
first
go
quarter.
get that.
Just kidding. Just don't even
You got to go get that, bro.
What?
On second and 12, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie
This
Snead.
nigga, what?
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Yeah.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to
I didn't
want it.
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
I'll start with
I swear, boy, people don't wait until soon. I've been sitting here for an hour.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offense.
And this is
wake up, nigga. Fuck out of here, boy. Run the ball.
Good positioning, and it's
Run the ball, boy.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here.
Yeah, I don't know why you did it.
You worry about
because I had ran commit everybody, bro.
You have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field
And I've been trying to trade this linebacker since week 1.
They lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Oh, that's man coverage. I don't know, but that's man coverage. That's man coverage. I make a nigga switch up their coverages, boy.
To start the drive. Flush to his right. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I make a nigga switch up their coverage. Man coverage.
Here's first and 10.
You
built like that, Kimball?
Am I good like that?
Yeah, you built like that?
Nah, I'm alright. But shit, I know my coverages. And I can definitely tell when it's not kind of cold. But I can tell what covers that nigga in.
They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left.
Don't get back on the mic in like 30 minutes.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Yeah.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
I should have stayed outside, but I thought he was coming off of that block.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball.
No matter how many
DBs need to get him going. Runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want
I know you better have a safety
over
the top.
And that's what they're doing early in this game.
Yeah, you better have one over the top.
13. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
That was good. That was good. That was a good play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Oh, I'm definitely not running that. I'm finna scheme you right here. That's what I'm finna do. I ain't running no out route.
They'll look to throw.
Yeah, get going. Get going.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what I want you to do. This shit is what I want you to do.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kicks away as he angles this one for the sideline. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Oh, okay.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Come on.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After after the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Not enough there for
my linebacker pissed me out because they getting blocked down by the tight end. They supposed to be, man, that shit supposed to be blocked shit now. They coming down
territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Yeah, bro. These niggas out here getting blocked to death.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson has it. It'll be a pick up at 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. It's complete to Snead.
That nigga, come on, bro, right there. They still ain't let him touch it. Damn.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson.
Yeah.
Being chased out left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. From the gun, Jackson. He is going to find Hill here.
That's some whole
and they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 19.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
I'll nigga running through until he come out the pass.
Offense, be aware.
That nigga came out of the pass. I thought nigga ran into each other.
After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
It's a glitch or something like that.
You talking about the receiver? I don't know. No, I don't know how to stop with it. I just know you gotta click on him and hit X early.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Gary Jennings.
That nigga should not be able to run off and dig like that.
As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
That shit trash. That nigga running off on a 97-foot corner, bro.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Yeah, bro, but I got 95 press.
This will be taken very short. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Carter, you good, y'all?
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out the field.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8.
Hey, bro, that nigga was
Ravens
right in front of the player.
third and final timeout.
And didn't touch
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland.
No, that was my fullback. Right in front of whoever that was and did not touch it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now here's Ross. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it
You
now
gotta
out of the
catch that
gun.
ball, yo.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Shit out of here, nigga.
They had enough yards for the first down.
I wanted you to go back to the middle.
Jars it free. No first down.
So on 4th down,
that nigga ain't even supposed to. That
kicker Justin Tucker out onto
that
the
nigga ain't supposed to be separated from Okuda.
54 yards away.
That's short.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
I know. They want to.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here. Got a man on the right sideline. It's short. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
You gonna clear it, you gonna get out of man cover.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I catch you sleeping, though. That's it. What? I bet I catch you sleeping. That's it.
2nd and 10.
Bro, I threw the ball.
Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a signal and a timeout call.
Bro, I threw the ball.
As it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
It put the red, it put the orange, what you call it on the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown.
He had them to beat by 30 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Bro, that's a DB doing that, bro.
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any
football team,
defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone.
He was trying to go to the bathroom. He just didn't make it in time. He was in the bathroom.
There. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Kendall, do they not call pass interference in your league, yo? Nigga just tackle my dude, yo.
Shit, I guess not.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
All the people I had running open, I just
Picked
had
up
to
by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Nah, it's okay.
Just let a nigga run up the middle while I'm sending fucking 8.
God,
and he scores on a running play, yo.
I got
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen.
And you would have thought they would have been ready there.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off around the 27, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Like that, huh?
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48.
Oh, come on.
Right
before I get in the end zone, bro.
We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Christ, bro. How you get a block in the back right before I walk in the end zone box? Don't understand.
1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Overplay it if you want to. I'm going to hit one of them hoes.
Another run with Sanders.
Oh,
and
my
he is
God.
met
Bro,
in his
stay
tracks
on
behind
the
the
block.
Two
Y'all be
there.
doing
It's
out
3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Cover 3. Come on, man. Go back out. Cover 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
This shit out, yo. John Ross can't run off on Diggs like that, bro. It's 97 speed, bro. They should be neck and neck. Oh, he ran off on Sidney Jones earlier. That wasn't Diggs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's taken down inside the 30. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 6 guard. Off.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And that going to be incomplete.
Diggs got all that
lot
shit
of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th
right
down.
into that tackle. You should have killed.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He's blowing the play up every time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's crazy. That's a running back, bro. He's supposed to be gone.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. He'll have a first down past the 40.
They caught a... Oh, my God, bro.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a
bro,
game.
This little cornerback, I mean, this little receiver
because
killing
now
me,
it doesn't go on the
Someone
books.
take the mayor till you can have this bitch back.
Again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Yeah, this look good, bro.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Oh, you got deep?
Back to throw.
Too late, Kylie. Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
Them hits should not be knocking his balls out like this, bro.
For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't
break
know
a
how good I
60-yard
am,
run
but it
and get
doesn't take
holding
much to
call.
tell.
End
His
of it.
mechanics are off a little bit.
Nigga,
Exactly
open
what you
field, they
described.
call holding.
Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Ross on the return.
Hit his ass hard. I can hear him, Lou.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out.
Hey, I ain't controlling this shit, bro.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 25 on second down, Jackson buying time to his left. This is Jennings. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Jackson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pick me up. Here we go. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's outside, guys. Echo. Let's get off the field.
Operating from the gun, Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. This pass to Jennings and he makes the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
I see that safety down.
The offense had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
It's 10 o'clock? No fucking way. Wow.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll run the screen with Carson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
There's Jackson on third and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I'm about to say, I'm through it, man.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Boy, they didn't let this nigga move, bro. Oh, my God.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Jackson now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
You know Okuda hunting that shit
at the
down.
33, and they will take
Okuda
over
hunting
at
that
the
shit down.
29-yard
Stop
line.
playing with us.
So now he's equaled his
Well, I
interception
told you earlier,
total from a
this
week
nigga should be
ago.
getting a
Remember, Charles, he
separation
had 3 last week.
And you know, all
I
week
made
long
that
he
adjustment.
vowed to
Shit
take
ain't been
that
the same
number
shit.
down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I had a player that could have got a treat.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
What down?
Broken tackle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Here we go. 60 yards. You gonna see me?
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual
it.
guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nigga, that should have been a pick six.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left.
We play to win. Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence to give up that many points. Even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Browns,
Oh,
they
I
remain
finessed
as
that nigga
hot
so
as
easy,
anyone at
bro.
6-0 now through the first
But it
month
really
and a
was a good
half. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, I was up for a trait that game, too. $10,000 more. Hey, you salty a little bit, fool? You salty a little bit? I would be. And I will try. I'll get a chance again. Had to rush for 100 yards with my running back, but them niggas couldn't even pick up a goddamn. Yo.
Hey.
Yeah.
You booming tonight?
Yeah, we good.
Man, I need you to get a win for me, bro.
Who against that Vincent nigga?
Nah, I already got my ass beat. Bad.
Alright, well.
I scored 10 points on that nigga, though.
Yeah. Yeah, nigga good. Well, who you?
Yeah, nigga. I don't know who the fuck I'm playing. Let me tell you. I'm playing some nigga named, bro, my ass, bro. I'm playing some nigga named Warren Weatherton.
Warren what?
Weatherton.
Oh, I don't know who that is, but I'll play that nigga whenever he get on.
I'm finna see, because he asked me when can we ball. What you want me to tell him?
Shit, I'm good now.
All right, bet. I'm finna hit him up right now.
Yeah. That nigga playing in one of the toughest leagues out there.
I'm playing in the league. There's a lot of glitches in, and I'm being punched now.
Oh yeah, yeah, that shit tough, fool. When you
I'm like 4
when you get a competitive league like that, bro, that shit is hard to keep up. And then especially niggas ain't gonna be in the league trying to trade like that too.
So a lot of people projected to go further rounds in this draft. Only 32 teams.
And I just got another first round pick in my league. I traded.
That's why you're looking at me like.
I traded Larry Ogunjobi.
Okay.
I don't know if this nigga really gay or what, or he just like acting like a female. I don't know if that nigga gay or not, bro. He do too many women skits, man.
stupid. Do you believe how dumb you look right now? You look so dumb. You look so stupid. This shit crazy. You look dumb, nigga. You look stupid. Look at him, thought I was stealing. He ain't got nothing to say. Ain't got nothing to say. Nigga, who? James, he locked up. James locked up, nigga. I don't know. I guess his name was D'Anthony, but nigga, I was told that his name was James. Nigga, I ain't tripping. Take me in here. Look, y'all see that? Office is being taped. I ain't tripping. Don't even trip. Don't even trip, nigga. Watch this. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Look at him. Look at him. Say hello. Say hello. You look dumb because you thought I was stealing, huh? And then when you check my bag, I ain't have nothing, huh? You look so stupid. This nigga looks so dumb. He looks so stupid. He like, let me see your bag. Check my bag, ain't have nothing in it but a pocket full of money. Nigga, check my bag, ain't had nothing in it but a pocket full of money. Look how dumb you look. Oh my God, you look so stupid. And I got 20 viewers on here, so look at him. Look at him. You look so dumb, dude. You look so stupid. That's crazy. With a pocket full of money. Nigga, let me show y'all my damn self. Look at that. He looks so stupid, dog. But my headphones. Nothing but my headphones. Looking stupid. How dumb do you feel? Out of scale 1 through 10, how dumb do you feel?
3 by 7, whatever.
How dumb do you feel, sir? Out of 1 through 10, how dumb do you feel? So dumb as hell, huh? Look at him. Look, you got your arm all on me. Like over there, think you doing something with that little bitch ass trespass order. I'll break that bitch ass computer, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga. I'll bitch get up right now, my mama. I'll beat the shit out you. Tell your man, if your man shot just beat, he gonna get his ass whooped too, nigga. What is you talking about? I'm on 10, nigga. What you wanna do, nigga? I'll put some hand sanitizer on my hand and open hands over bitch ass, nigga. Talking about some, oh, he got a firearm. Bitch, I ain't got no firearm. You stop lying on my name, nigga, before I knock your teeth out. Bitch, you ain't gonna be able to start doing anything. Looking dumb as fuck, nigga. Like a bowl out. What you looking at, nigga? You wanna scrape? You wanna scrape, nigga? You wanna get at it, nigga? What you talking about? What you wanna do, nigga? Step over here, nigga. Step over here and I promise you, nigga, you gonna have to tase you, nigga. Cause I'm gonna be on top of you.
This nigga is tripping.
Stealing goofy. Goofy. Looking dumb. Nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. Looking dumb. Stop playing with me, nigga. I ain't had nothing in my bag. Nigga, you sound crazy, nigga. Pocket full of money, nigga. Not how dumb do you look. Not look at him. Say hello to the live, sir. Here, look how dumb you look, y'all. Look how dumb you look. Looking stupider than this nigga looks stupid. Just dumb. He look pitiful. You
Alcohol with my crime. The gang get caught with this. We losing the guns and doing all of the time. That's my family plan. I'm ready to put them all on the line.
What? Twerk versus Clips. They're gonna be Kobe hype.
On Saturday, May 2nd.
Look, I just gotta show you something. I want to show you something.
Now read that shit. There's a me. What does that mean? There's a me baby. There's a me baby.
Keep reading it.
There's a me baby.
You don't get it, Myron?
Get what? What the fuck?
Read it again.
There's a baby. Okay, there's a me and baby. Why you got baby inside you?
There's
inside
a
of me?
baby inside of me.
What you mean? What you mean?
There's a
There's
baby
a baby inside of me.
inside of me.
Inside of who?
Inside of me.
Man, stop playing, bro. Like, we ain't on none of that. What you mean? What you talking about? What you, that's supposed to be for real? There's a baby in who? So you said you pregnant? Stop playing with me. We ain't on none of that. I ain't finna have no fucking kid, bro. Stop playing, like, for real, bro. Cause you said you supposed to be taking your damn birth control pills, man.
It didn't work.
But you mean it didn't work? You said you take them every day. They sitting on the side of the bed. Every day I ask you, do you take your pills? You say yeah. So how the hell you got a baby inside of you? Ain't nobody got time for no damn that. Dude, I told you that we both, our careers just gonna start popping, man. You talking about a damn kid? We can't have no kid, man. Like, that ain't funny, brother. For real. So you wanna have a kid?
Yeah, I want to remember what happened to me.
Bro, no, we ain't having no baby, bro. Who having a, what you mean? Stop playing like that, bro. That ain't funny, man. Like, oh, that's not funny, dude. Like,
We be good parents.
oh, it don't matter. Not right now, we won't.
That nigga Myron be tripping for you.
Myron, come here. Come do this challenge. Just dance with me. Help my friend. Hey. Hey.
Man, what the fuck, bro? Man, go on.
Oh man, I know they gotta see this shit.
Myron, come here. Come do this challenge. Just dance with me. Help my friend. Hey. Hey.
Man, what the fuck, bro? Man, go on.
TikTok.
How the fuck? Who the fuck put these fucking clothes on? You ain't tell me what's going on. Man, go on, so this gay ass shit.
It's a challenge. You always get everything so. What are you doing? Myron.
This shit got my stomach hurting, bro. Kylie, you straight? Kylie, you good, bro? Make sure you ain't jumped on no bridge, man.
Come here. Come do this challenge. Just dance with me. Help my friend. Hey. Hey.
Man, what the fuck, bro? Man, go on.
Myron be tripping.
Myron, come here. Come do this challenge. Just dance with me. Help my friend. Hey. Hey.
Man, what the fuck, bro? Man, go on.
Myron, come here. Come do this challenge.
That nigga Myron be tripping, bro.
Help my friend. Hey. Hey.
Man, what the fuck, bro? Man, go on.
Publix, man. I said, grip challenge. Scared as fuck. Now they knock your ass out. I ain't with you now. You never seen that shit on the internet? Yeah, no, I ain't see it. But I'm finna see this one and be to the side too. Oh, I got him or that. Hey, do him. Hey, I bet you won't do the biggest one. Hold on, let me get a big real. Now they knock your ass out. I ain't with you now. You never seen that shit on the internet? Yeah, no, I ain't see it. But I'm finna see this one and be to the side too.
Oh, I got him and that. Hey, do him. Hey, I bet you want to do the biggest one. Hold on, let me get it. Go. Hey. Hey. Hey, what you doing, bro? What you doing, bro? Hey, look. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I'm super excited. My brother's love just sent me some shea butter, and I ain't even used to it. Myron, you used my lick me all over? Did you use my lick me all over? My brother's love just sent it. Did you use my shea butter?
Why would I use some shea butter?
Myron, Myron, I know I'm not tripping. Myron, you see that?
I didn't use no damn shea butter. What the fuck? I don't even know no brother.
That's why it's got a whole skip in it.
I don't know, man. What you talking about? Why I got a whole scoop of shea butter?
You use this on someone else? Who's been around?
Why would I use it on somebody else? What you doing, bro?
What the hell?
What you talking about, man?
Myron.
What, man?
These are pennies.
This
has been used. You've been massaging someone with my shea butter?
What's the dumb ass up, man? That's a fucking shea butter. I put that on a fucking bagel. Shut your dumb ass up. You said it was shea butter. I put it on the bagel and ate the shit. Your dumb ass. Y'all stupid.
You really think I'm stupid?
You gotta be stupid, man. Somehow, man. You said that, man.
Who these belong to?
Man, shut the lamp box if you put in my hand. I'm gonna be surprised, your stupid ass, man. You stupid as hell, man. You always think somebody trying to do some cheat or some shit, man. I got this shit. Brothers, man, shut your dumb ass up, man. Why the hell would I?
I just got it.
It don't matter. I didn't use it with your stupid ass. What you talking about,
Okay,
man?
Myron.
I put it on the fucking bagel.
All right, Myron. Stupid ass. I'm super excited. What, bitch? No, give me the code. Give me the code, bitch. Hell no. Give me the code. Give me the code, bitch. Hell no. Give me the code. Give me the code, Myron. Give me the code, bitch. I'm sick of you cheating, bitch. Move. No, move. Move, you dumbass. Move. Ha, bitch. Hell no, you ain't getting this motherfucking phone, nigga. Not until you let me see what the fuck is in here. You got me fucked up. I'm sick of this bitch. Bitch, I'm out of this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if I gotta break this bitch. Ha. Bitch thought you was fit that game. Caught. Look at this shit. Caught, nigga. Nigga caught as fuck. Nigga caught as... Really, Myron? Oh my God. Bitch. Oh my God. This bitch did hit my fucking car with some snowballs. Look at him. Look at that bitch. What, bitch? Nope. Why the fuck you didn't pick up the kids, Myron?
used to think that I wasn't fine enough. And I used to think that I wasn't wide enough. But I'm gonna waste my time trying to figure out why you're playing games. What's this all about? I can't believe you hurted me. I met your girl, what a difference. What you see in her, you ain't seen in me. But I guess it was all just make believe. Oh, love, never knew what I was missing. And the sun start kissing. I found.
Nigga Byron be tripping, bro.
Goddamn house. How Myron in there with a whole nother fucking bitch? Oh, here his ass is right there. He ran out the back fucking door. Where the fuck are you going, yo? Yo, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? Yo, what in the actual fuck is wrong with this nigga, yo? This shit pissing me the fuck off. He really out here acting like he's fucking stupid, bro. Yo, this nigga. Fast as a motherfucker. Oh, his fucking fast. I'll be riding all up in the fucking trees and shit. Yo, and he's still fucking running. Him and his little bitch ass dog. I'm so sick of his bullshit, bruh. So fucking sick of this stupid ass shit. Why you always fucking cheat? Yo, where the fuck are you going?
Your stupid ass up.
How the fuck I catch you cheating and you fucking running? Nigga, how the fuck you little... Oh, you pissing me the fuck off. I'm about to hit your ass with this fucking car. Keep fucking running, bitch. Keep fucking running. I'm so sick of this dumb ass shit. You and your little bitch ass dog. Your dog's just as little as your fucking dick. I'm so sick of your dog. Yo, I'll be throwing this fucking... I don't even fucking like this. Where the fuck is this stupid...
That nigga Myron ass still running.
How Myron in there with a whole nother... your ass out.
How you think it's funny?
It's very funny.
Me and my puppy got somewhere to live.
That ain't no motherfucking puppy. That's a big ass dog. He way more than you. That's why I stopped cooking. You out here looking like a fucking Q-tip.
I got
Shut up.
I got somewhere to live.
You do?
Yeah, I got
You do out here with a whole fucking...
kick me and my dog out.
I only gave you the umbrella for the quote-unquote puppy.
What am I gonna do? Oh, Jamar Chase returned to school? I didn't know Jamar Chase returned.
Out of bounds, and Tony stealing the signals once again. Well done, Michael. Looking as though he's going to run another play before the end of the quarter.
He is not going to run this play. He's trying to get him to draw offsides. He didn't even call a play in the huddle.
3rd and 6. And there you go, Tony.
Tim, I got $5. This is a run to the left.
I got to pay now as it's Henry. Stepping out for it.
It's up for the fade inside to 16.
Here's the pass to the end zone, and it is 16.
The quarterback's going to roll right and launch.
Guys, Gemstone Guys is running the biggest selling.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. Browns need that left tackle. Shit, they better go get Trent Williams. Love. This shit still recording.